Hi everybody, welcome to yet another Redneck repair video. And this one is a Redneck repair. This air compressor was given to me. And it didn't work. The guy said it would run and run and run and run and run and wouldn't shut off. Well, come to find out, this was the original shut-off switch for it, and this was the problem. For some reason or another, I haven't torn it apart, and I don't think I ever will. It would pressure at to a certain point, and it would not close contact and shut off. Well, plus the cord was in bad shape. So I'm sitting there going, well, how am I going to fix this? It's a good air compressor by the looks of it. Nice. It's not loud, it's nice and quiet. I've had it running. So I was like, well, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to fix this? I looked over and saw my pancake air compressor. I was like, I wonder. I had two of them. The red one here and a black one. The black one broke because the rings inside the piston folded over. They use those neoprene rings, and it wouldn't build any more air pressure. It was bad. And plus the motor had bad bearing on it, and replacing a bearing on those oilless air compressor motors is a pain in the ass. So I said, you know what? That shut-off valve works. I'm going to take that and put it on this. And that's exactly what I did. And you're thinking, well, wait a minute. You've got this right here. You need this hooked up. No, you don't. This is mainly a blow-off valve. It's when the air compressor is running, if it shuts off and it accidentally builds too much pressure, the armament tab here will come up, open the valve, and it'll bleed off the air until it reaches the set air pressure, and then boom, it'll close the valve again. You don't really need that. As long as this is functioning perfectly, you don't really need that. And as long as you have it set right, you don't need that. So what I did, since this design has the tube from the air pump or compressor pump going straight into the tank instead of over, is I went to my hardware store, get the camera there, got a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch bushing, and then I simply redid all the connections, made sure I Teflon taped them real good. I had to reorient the blow-off valve because it was over here and I needed this one for the gauges. Then I tightened everything together, made sure I hooked up the motor correctly. I fired it up and it worked beautifully. But let me catch me. I need to point out that to make this work on an older air compressor, you will need to adjust the shutoff switch, the shutoff point, and that is this little brass screw right here. To adjust it, to raise the shutoff point, raise what pressure it shuts off at, you turn it clockwise. To lower what point it shuts off, what pressure it shuts off at, you turn it counterclockwise. This was set for 150 pounds of pressure. This tank supposedly is rated to handle only a maximum of 100. Although, you know, manufacturers always like to fudge the details. I think if I remember right, the saying goes is they always label maximum pressure about 20 to 25 pounds of pressure under what the valves and the whole assembly pump and everything is supposed to handle. Like I say, this one's 125. You could probably safely put it up to 150 without blowing it up. I wouldn't want to try that. This is a brand new air compressor, so yeah, you know, I wouldn't dare to do that. But since this is an older one, you know, I can play it. I have the luxury of playing around with it. And I turned the screw in about, I think it was about 7 turns counterclockwise. And I turned it on. It pressured up, and I think it shut off at like 105 pounds of pressure. So I just kept turning the screw clockwise, 1 full turn each time. Then to restart the air compressor, just simply take your screwdriver and push in on that, and that'll kick the air compressor back on. And then I adjust it, and I finally adjusted it up to 125 pounds of pressure. I'm not going to go any higher than that because I don't want to risk blowing anything up. And plus, you can tell what its maximum point is, what the pump can handle. Because I was watching it, it'll build to 125, but once it hits 125, it will not want to build any more pressure. It will struggle. So I might drop the point back down to 120. I don't know. I might just leave it as 125. It seems to pressure up to that point just fine. Anyway, that's how you fix an older air compressor. And I put it through a pressure test. It held pressure beautifully. It would draw. I drew air down on it, and it would draw all the way down to about 90 pounds and kick back on and re-pressure. Which this thing's supposed to run tools at about 90 pounds. No, 40 pounds. Yeah. No, there you go. Yeah. Anyway. Apologize if I'm rambling. I just like making these kinds of videos. Just to go, hey, Ma, look what I did. But anyway, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Questions or comments, go ahead and put them below there. I always like to read those. And if you want, that little button there that says subscribe, go ahead and hit that. We'll have some good videos on there on this channel too. Excuse me. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Hope you liked the video. I hope y'all have a good one. Catch you later.